Imagine a tiny change at dinner, one so simple it almost seems too good to be true, that could quietly transform your nights and energize your days. No pills, no apps, no expensive gadgets. Just a handful of something you might already have in your pantry. What if the key to deeper sleep, sharper focus, and lasting energy was hiding in plain sight, nestled in a crinkled brown shell? Scientists are now uncovering strong evidence that walnuts, those earthy, brain-shaped nuts often tossed into salads or forgotten in snack mixes, may be one of nature's most powerful tools for improving both rest and vitality. For generations, people have turned to warm milk, chamomile tea, or melatonin supplements when struggling with sleep. But what if the real answer lies not in a bottle or a bedtime ritual passed down through folklore, but in a whole food packed with natural compounds that work in harmony with the body? That is exactly what recent research suggests. Eating a modest portion of walnuts each evening appears to help people fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed and alert. And the benefits do not stop when the sun rises. Those who include walnuts in their nightly routine often report feeling less sluggish during the day, thinking more clearly, and sustaining energy without crashing by mid-afternoon. The secret lies in what walnuts contain, compounds that directly influence the brain's chemistry and the body's internal clock. One of the most important is tryptophan, an amino acid best known for its presence in turkey but far more abundant in certain plant foods like walnuts. Tryptophan is a building block for serotonin, the neurotransmitter linked to feelings of calm and well-being, which the body then converts into melatonin, the hormone that signals it is time to sleep. Unlike synthetic melatonin found in supplements, the melatonin in walnuts is naturally occurring, allowing the body to absorb and use it gently, without abrupt spikes or dependency concerns. This means the sleep support comes not from force, but from alignment with the body's own rhythms. But walnuts offer more than just raw materials for sleep hormones. They are rich in B vitamins, particularly B6, which plays a crucial role in transforming tryptophan into usable serotonin. Without enough B6, even high levels of tryptophan would go to waste. Magnesium, another mineral found in abundance in walnuts, acts as a natural relaxant. It helps quiet the nervous system, ease muscle tension, and reduce the background noise of stress that so often keeps minds racing at night. Many people today do not get enough magnesium from their diets, especially with the rise of processed foods, making walnuts a valuable source of this often overlooked nutrient. Then there is the surprising connection between gut health and sleep, a frontier scientists are only beginning to fully understand. The fiber in walnuts feeds beneficial bacteria in the digestive tract, promoting a balanced microbiome. These microbes do far more than aid digestion. They communicate directly with the brain through what is known as the gut-brain axis, influencing mood, cognition, and even sleep patterns. A healthy gut produces a steady supply of neurotransmitters, including serotonin, much of which is actually made in the intestines, not the brain. When the gut is thriving, the signals it sends upward can promote calmness and stability. When it is out of balance, the opposite can occur: restlessness, anxiety, poor sleep. By nourishing the gut, walnuts may be supporting better sleep and clearer thinking from the ground up. What makes this discovery even more compelling is how quickly some people begin to notice changes. In clinical studies, participants who added walnuts to their evening meals reported improvements in sleep quality within weeks. They fell asleep more easily, woke up fewer times during the night, and felt more restored upon waking. These effects were not fleeting. They held steady over time, suggesting walnuts do not just provide a temporary boost but help recalibrate the body's natural ability to rest. Even more striking, many also noticed a shift in daytime functioning. The mental fog lifted. Tasks felt easier to complete. Conversations became easier to follow. Energy levels stayed more consistent, without the roller coaster of highs and crashes common with caffeine or sugar dependence. This raises an important point: sleep is not isolated from the rest of life. Poor sleep does not just mean tiredness. It affects decision-making, emotional regulation, immune function, and long-term health. Chronic sleep disruption has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, depression, and cognitive decline. On the flip side, quality sleep strengthens memory, supports metabolism, enhances resilience to stress, and improves overall quality of life. So when a food like walnuts helps improve sleep, it is not just solving one problem. It is creating a ripple effect across physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And yet, walnuts are not a miracle cure. They are part of a larger picture. Their power emerges not in isolation but as part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Eating walnuts late at night while consuming sugary foods, drinking alcohol, or staring at bright screens until bedtime will likely dilute their benefits. But when woven into a thoughtful routine, dinner with whole grains, vegetables, and lean protein, followed by a quiet wind-down period, their impact becomes more pronounced. The body thrives on consistency, and walnuts appear to work best when they become a regular habit, not a one-off experiment. Another advantage of walnuts is their versatility. They do not require special preparation or precise timing. A small handful can be eaten straight from the hand, sprinkled over a salad, blended into a dip, or stirred into yogurt. Their slightly bitter, nutty flavor adds depth to savory dishes and pairs well with fruits, cheeses, and herbs. Unlike supplements that must be swallowed with water at a specific time, walnuts fit naturally into daily eating patterns. They feel less like medicine and more like food, which is exactly what makes them sustainable. People are more likely to stick with something enjoyable and familiar than with something regimented or artificial. Of course, moderation matters. Walnuts are calorie-dense, and eating large amounts every day could lead to unintended weight gain if overall intake is not balanced. But the amount shown to be effective in studies is quite manageable, roughly the volume that fits in the palm of a hand. At that level, the fats in walnuts are not a burden but a benefit. They are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid linked to reduced inflammation and improved cardiovascular health. These healthy fats also help stabilize blood sugar, preventing the dips that lead to cravings and fatigue. So while walnuts support sleep directly through their biochemical content, they also support energy and focus indirectly by keeping the body's systems running smoothly. Perhaps one of the most appealing aspects of this approach is its accessibility. Melatonin supplements, prescription sleep aids, and high-tech sleep trackers can be expensive, come with side effects, or create dependency. Walnuts, on the other hand, are widely available, relatively affordable, and free from chemical additives. They require no prescription, no app download, no complicated instructions. They ask only for a small shift in habit, a conscious choice to include them in the evening meal. For people wary of pharmaceuticals or skeptical of trendy wellness products, walnuts represent a return to simplicity, a reminder that sometimes the most powerful solutions are the ones that grow from the earth. It is easy to overlook the profound influence of food on how we feel. Modern life conditions us to separate nutrition from wellness, treating diet as something that affects weight or cholesterol but not necessarily mood or sleep. Yet the body does not operate in compartments. Every bite sends signals through the bloodstream, shaping hormone levels, brain activity, and cellular function. Food is information. And walnuts, packed with sleep-supportive compounds, send a clear message: rest is possible, energy is available, and balance is within reach. So the next time dinner rolls around, consider reaching for a handful of walnuts. Not as a quick fix, not as a magic bullet, but as a small act of care, a gesture toward better nights and brighter days. There is no need to overhaul your entire diet or adopt a strict new regimen. Just this one addition, repeated consistently, might be enough to tip the scales in your favor. Better sleep, sustained energy, sharper thinking, these are not luxuries reserved for the few. They are birthrights, accessible through choices that honor the body's innate wisdom. And who knows? That simple handful of walnuts tonight might be the quiet beginning of a more rested, more vibrant tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's been struggling to sleep or feeling drained during the day. Small changes can lead to big results. Maybe all it takes is a handful of walnuts at dinner. Subscribe for more simple, science-backed ways to feel your best without shortcuts or gimmicks. And let us know in the comments, have you tried eating walnuts at night? Did you notice a difference in your sleep or energy? Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Until next time, take care of your body. Trust the process, and remember, better nights often start with the smallest choices. See you in the next video.